Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. And today I want to talk about how to organize and manage your living space at home. Like many of you, I've found myself surrounded by clutter because I've accumulated things that I didn't really need. However, after some trial and error, I've figured out a few simple ways to stop the clutter before it enters and better manage what's already inside. In this video, I'm going to share some tips on organizing different areas of your home from the entryway kitchen to the bathroom so that you can create a more peaceful, tidy, and enjoyable living space. These strategies are simple but effective, and I believe they'll be easy for you to incorporate into your daily routine. Let's get started. Number one is books and learning materials. Books can easily become a source of clutter in your home without you even realizing it. I used to buy many books with the intention of reading them later, but over time they just piled up on the shelf untouched. Eventually, those books didn't just take up space, they also contributed to a feeling of disorder, even though they were supposed to be helpful. The simplest solution to this is to limit buying books you don't truly need. Instead of buying a book just because it looks interesting or is on sale, I've become more selective, only purchasing books that I'm certain I'll read and find valuable. I've also started using apps like Blinkist, which summarize the key ideas from thousands of nonfiction books. This way, I can absorb a lot of knowledge without accumulating too many physical books. The same applies to learning materials or reference documents. These can quickly take over your space if you're not careful. I've realized that keeping only what's truly useful that is the best way to avoid clutter. Instead of holding on to materials just because I might need them in the future, I've started removing things I don't need and keeping only the ones I actively use. So, if you feel like your space is being overwhelmed by books and materials, it's time to think carefully before adding more to your collection. Keep only what's truly helpful and necessary. This will help keep your space tidy and allow you to focus on the important things instead of getting bogged down by an accumulation of unread books and unused materials. If you've enjoyed these tips and are looking for more practical ways to create a calm and organized home, I've got another video coming up soon. In it, I'll share some simple but powerful strategies to help you clear out the clutter and turn your space into a peaceful retreat. Whether it's tackling big messes or just streamlining your daily routine. This next video will give you the tools to make your home feel more organized and stress-free. Stay tuned, and I can't wait to share it with you. Now back to today's content. Number two is kids' artwork and craft supplies. If you have kids, you know how quickly their artwork and craft supplies can take over your space. While it's wonderful to encourage creativity, it's also easy for the house to become cluttered with every single drawing, painting, and craft project they make. The challenge is finding a way to keep the most meaningful pieces while avoiding an overwhelming pile of artwork and supplies that you don't need. One thing that's helped me is creating a system for storing artwork. Instead of trying to keep everything, I've started selecting the best or most special pieces and storing them in a memory box. For the rest, I let them go. I've learned that if we keep everything, nothing feels special anymore. By keeping just a few standout pieces, I can cherish the creativity without feeling guilty about discarding the rest. When it comes to craft supplies, it's important to be selective about what you keep. We all know how quickly boxes of markers, glue, and paper piles up. I've learned to limit the amount of craft supplies we keep and regularly go through them to donate or dispose of what's no longer useful. I keep the essentials, things that can be used for a variety of projects, and get rid of anything that's broken, dried out, or just taking up space. Creating a specific place for these items, like a designated craft bin or drawer, has helped maintain order. That way, the kids know exactly where everything belongs, and I can easily clean up when the craft projects are done. By organizing artwork and craft supplies, we've created a system where the kids can still be creative, but the clutter is kept to a minimum. It's all about balance, keeping the most meaningful artwork and supplies without letting them take over your entire home. This approach not only keeps your home more organized, but also helps teach kids the value of selecting and preserving the things that matter most. Now let's move on to the next area. Number three is kitchen. The kitchen is one of the easiest areas in the house to get cluttered. No matter how hard we try to keep it tidy, things in the kitchen tend to pile up quickly if they aren't regularly managed. This is especially true when we buy food, kitchen tools, or random items on impulse. A prime example is excess food. Sometimes I see something on sale or a new product that looks interesting and think, I could use this later. But then it just sits in the pantry unused. The big lesson here is to limit buying things you don't actually need. This not only saves space, but also helps avoid food waste. I've developed the habit of regularly checking the kitchen cabinets and getting rid of expired items or things I never use. Taking just a few minutes each week to clean out the pantry helps me keep the kitchen space neat and tidy. If there are items that no longer fit, like old food or unused kitchen tools, I make sure to toss them right away. In addition, kitchen tools can easily create clutter. Old pots, unused kitchen gadgets, or items we thought we'd use but never do can take up valuable space. I've made the decision to only keep the items I actually use. Regularly checking kitchen tools ensures that I don't accumulate unnecessary things and helps keep the space clear. So make it a habit to organize and check your kitchen weekly to remove unnecessary items, keeping your kitchen not only clean but also more functional. A tidy kitchen will not only help you cook more efficiently, but will also create a more comfortable and inviting space every time you step into it. Now let's move on to the next area. Number 4 is entryway. The entryway is the first area you encounter when you enter your home, so it has a big impact on how you feel about your living space. If it's cluttered with shoes, bags, and coats tossed around, it immediately creates a sense of chaos and disorganization as soon as you walk in. Shoes are one of the biggest offenders when it comes to cluttering up the entryway. Instead of leaving them scattered around, I've set up a shoe rack or storage boxes right by the door. This helps keep the shoes neatly arranged and makes it easier to find the pair you need when you're in a rush. Placing your shoes in a designated spot as soon as you come in saves time and prevents you from tripping over them every time you enter your home. The same goes for bags and coats. Instead of tossing them on a chair or hanging them haphazardly, I use fixed hooks or a coat rack to always have a place for them. This not only keeps the entryway organized, but also creates a more open and inviting space. Make it a habit to place your shoes in the rack, hang your bags on hooks, and place coats on a proper hanger as soon as you walk in the door. Although it's a small routine, it makes a big difference in keeping your entryway tidy and clear. When you enter your home and see a clean, clutter-free space, you'll feel more relaxed and at peace. This simple action helps you maintain a sense of control and calm in your home starting right from the entryway. Now let's move on to the next area. Number 5 is clothing. Clothing is one of those areas where clutter can quickly accumulate without us noticing. Whether it's new clothes that we bought on sale, old clothes we no longer wear, or seasonal items that keep piling up the closet, can easily become a chaotic mess if not regularly managed. We've all been there where the closet door barely shuts, or we end up with more clothes than we actually wear. One of the biggest challenges I've faced is keeping only what I actually wear and need. It's so easy to buy clothes just because they're cute or because they're on sale. But over time, I realized that most of the clothes in my closet weren't getting any use. To fix this, I started regularly going through my clothes and getting rid of items that no longer fit, I haven't worn in months, or just don't serve a purpose in my wardrobe. I now make it a habit to donate or sell clothes that I no longer need, and it's made a huge difference in both the space in my closet and my overall mindset. Another helpful tip is to invest in quality basics. Instead of buying trendy clothes that may only last one season, I focus on investing in timeless pieces that I can mix and match. This has reduced my need to buy more clothes and has simplified my wardrobe considerably. The key is to have a smaller collection of clothes that are versatile, comfortable, and practical. It's also important to be mindful of how often we shop. I've started to limit my shopping trips and really think about whether I need something before purchasing it. This approach has helped me avoid impulse buys and keeps my wardrobe under control. By maintaining a wardrobe that consists only of clothes I truly love and use, I've created a space that feels organized and stress-free. A tidy closet not only saves time, but also helps me feel more put together every day. So if you find your closet overflowing with clothes you don't wear, try purging the pieces you don't need and focus on the essentials. You'll be amazed at how much more organized and at peace you'll feel. Now let's move on to the next area. Number 6 is bathroom. The bathroom is another area where clutter can easily sneak in, and it often happens without us even realizing it. With all the beauty products, toiletries, and cleaning supplies we tend to accumulate, the bathroom can quickly become overwhelming. How many half-empty bottles of shampoo, expired skincare products, or unused towels do we really need? One of the key things I've learned is that there are no miracle products. We often get caught up in the hype of the latest beauty trend or the newest cleaning product, but in reality, most of the time, what we already have is sufficient. I used to buy products just because they were advertised as life changing, but more often than not, they didn't deliver on their promises. To avoid this, I've become more mindful about what I purchase and try to stick with what works for me. I've also made it a habit to regularly go through my bathroom cabinets and get rid of products that are expired, no longer work for me, or just don't get used. This has helped me free up space and make the bathroom feel less cluttered. It's surprising how many products we hold on to simply because we don't want to waste them. But when you really think about it, keeping items that don't serve a purpose is just taking up valuable space. For cleaning supplies, the same principle applies. I've stopped buying every new miracle cleaner that comes out. Instead, I focus on multi-purpose products that do the job and don't take up a lot of room. With fewer products to manage, my bathroom feels much more organized and less overwhelming. By simplifying what's in the bathroom and keeping only the essentials, I've made it a more peaceful and functional space. A clean, organized bathroom not only makes getting ready in the morning easier, but also creates a calm environment where you can unwind and relax. If you're struggling with bathroom clutter, try purging old products, sticking to what you know works, and avoiding the temptation to buy things you don't need. It'll make a world of difference. Now let's move on to the next area. Number 7 is miscellaneous items. One of the main causes of clutter in the home is miscellaneous items, things that don't have a clear purpose and often get forgotten. These could come from unwanted gifts, freebies from events, or items that seemed useful at the time but end up taking up space without serving a real function. To tackle this, I've started creating clear rules for items that aren't truly necessary. For example, whenever I receive something that I don't really need, I ask myself, will I use this in the next 6 months? If the answer is no, I decide to let it go right away. This not only reduces clutter, but also helps me feel lighter, as I no longer have to worry about unnecessary items occupying space. In addition to prevent unnecessary things from sneaking into my home, I've started limiting the acceptance of freebies or things I don't actually use. I also regularly check storage areas like bins or drawers to get rid of old, unused items. This simple habit has been very effective in keeping my home spacious and manageable. Another strategy is to organize items into categories, grouping things by type or purpose like office supplies, decor, electronics, etc. helps me easily identify what's excess or no longer useful. Not only does this help keep the home tidy, but it also saves time when looking for something specific. Keeping your home clean and organized isn't just about removing unnecessary things, it's about creating a comfortable and peaceful living space. By identifying and eliminating miscellaneous items, you'll make your space feel much more pleasant and easier to manage. Creating a clutter-free home is a journey, and it's not always about getting rid of everything you own. It's about being intentional with what stays and what goes. By focusing on the areas we've talked about, like the entryway kitchen and even miscellaneous items, you can create a space that feels peaceful and organized, a home that works for you, not against you. If you're feeling inspired to take things to the next level, I have a video coming up where I dive into practical strategies for decluttering your space and transforming your home into a haven. It's all about moving from chaos to calm, so subscribe if you're ready to learn how to simplify your surroundings and make your home a place that truly feels restful. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.